Hey everybody, let's talk about the blame game. And this is another aspect I thought about today when I made a video recently about making a formal request to remove my name from each one of my daughter's birth certificates. And I hope we can proceed. We just need a clean break. I am granting your request. I've been dead to you for a long time. Let's just put a period, end of sentence, and move on. So I apologize for my raspy voice today. So, anyways, the one thing that came to mind is the only reason my daughters may not proceed with this is because when my name is removed and I'm no longer considered their birth parent, who are they going to place the blame on if their life isn't going so great? Now, I can say, and most of us can say, gosh, I wish my mom or dad would have XYZ. And maybe life was challenging because I wasn't prepared for whatever. And that's just the way it is. Each one of us wishes our path would have been a little different. And sometimes if you're abused, you wish it was a whole lot different. But if I'm removed as your mother, and you can no longer point fingers at me, who then is left? Now, I'll be the first to admit my daughters have different biological fathers. I was in a relationship prior to meeting my ex-husband, so he knew I was pregnant, signed the birth certificate, and that's all he wrote. And so my daughters were raised by the same man. They called the same guy dad. My oldest daughter knew she had a biological father out there, and eventually she met him when she was 9.5, 10 years old. But if I'm removed from the equation and someone else is put in my place, each one of my daughters will have to instead turn towards someone else if their life isn't going so great. Are they going to move forward and release me so that I can no longer be the person who dropped the ball? I'm just wondering. I mean, I I remember watching the movie Dead to Me. I think it's a recent series with Christina Applegate. I'll have to look it up. It was excellent. If you haven't watched it, you should. But anyways, if you were not in the equation and you were just gone, you'd passed away, would your children still be blaming you for all their shortcomings, for all their stumbles, all their falls? Just wondering, when will they wake up and finally say, maybe my life isn't going so well because I've made some choices that weren't so good? So I'm just wondering. I mean, that's an aspect I thought about today. And that's all there is to it. So, anyways, I'm not taking the blame for your life. You are adults. You're in your 30s. I think it's time to grow up. You left when you were 19 years old. If you've made decisions as an adult that have caused your life to be a little bit more uncomfortable, that's on you. That's not on me. Heck, my dad was an alcoholic. I can say choices he made were probably caused me a little bit more discomfort than not. But as an adult, have I chosen to drink? No, absolutely not. Can I blame my dad for the choices I make as a 50-year-old? No, I can't. It takes a lot of wisdom to finally say, oh, maybe I shouldn't be doing this anymore. And that's just the way it is. So, anyways, inquiring minds want to know, if you're not part of the equation, who are they going to blame? That's all there is to it. We will be back.